very busy because I found this place very interesting. And I met many captains of industry and of businesses. And what was very touching was everyone was trying to do something for his or her village. And wherever I go back to, Northeast, or I go to Maharashtra, I will carry this forward. The people here who are, are top in the pharmaceutical world, or top in IT, are nourishing the roots. And that is one way of sustainability. When you look after a tree, you have to look after its roots, though it can't be seen. Most of the industry, capital industry, are globetrotters going to, US and going to UK and going to Germany. But they are nourishing their roots. And that is the way it is. As long as you nourish your roots, the society stays healthy, you stay healthy, and your children will stay healthy. So growth, inclusive growth, is not an option. It is an urgent need to ensure existence. We speak of it as if we are creating some sort of virtue it is. We are trying to make a virtue out of a necessity, not a necessity, of an emergency. If we are to exist, we have to nourish our roots. There is no other way. And nature has taught us this. I come from the Northeast, where we have a very strong bond with nature. And I used to tell a lot of people all over India that when I used to go, I was involved with a lot of bodies. I was a minister there, so I traveled around quite a bit. And I used to tell, that there was a tourism slogan, Athithi Deva Bhava. In Northeast, we have added something to it. The Athithi Deva Bhava and also Prakriti Deva Bhava. We have added something to it. So we have to realize, and you are very enlightened people, not to realize that being sustainable is not something charitable work we are doing. It's not something something that we are doing just to flaunt around. It's not something that a photo op. It is a survival kit. It is for survival of our children, of our generations to come, of this nation, will it be prosperous or not. And with the, slogan of ease of doing business, let us also add the value of doing business. Let us add some values to doing business also. Because business has to be inclusive. Somehow or the other, we must reach out to if you want to become a Viksit Bharat, we cannot leave behind the last man. The man is standing on the last few steps, we cannot leave him behind and become Viksit. Because he will show that it is not Viksit. We have to take him along, take him or her along, the last man. And that's why the Prime Minister always stressed Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas, Sabka Vishwas. He is adding that word sub all the time. Something, it is some sort of a slogan, It is not a slogan. It is a reminder that what is our goal? What is our goal? It is not a slogan. Slogan is something that you do on the street with a political flag or with some other flag or with union flag. That is a slogan, and you shout, It is a reminder. There are ease of doing business. There are speed of doing business. It's all directed towards one point. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Let there be happiness everywhere. So I wish you all the best. And CIA has expanded to Northeast. I was very happy to know when I was finance minister, they had gone. And being a finance minister of a state which has no finances is very difficult. Being finance minister, I think Telangana would be a lovely thing. I should tell them in the GST meeting. They used to tell me that you come from a very small state, but you demand a lot. I said, being a finance minister without finances is the most difficult thing. Huh? And when your purses are bulging and your bags are bulging, it's very easy. So there are challenges everywhere, and I hope CIS spreads more, adds meaning to everything it does in business, inclusive growth, sustainable growth, reaching out to the weakest. And you have a minister here who's been a part of you, who is your alumnus, and so it's an added point, and I'm very happy to see you all, and thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Honorable Governor, sir, for your very inspiring speech. May I now invite Mr. M. Gautam Reddy, Vice Chairman CII Telangana, to propose vote of thanks.
I've been advised to be brief in the interest of time for the Honorable Governor. Before I commence my closing remarks, I'd like to first, at the cost of Telangana, congratulate His Excellency Jishnudev Varma Garu for going to Maharashtra as the Governor. As all of us know, he's going with a bigger responsibility, a state that has 2.5 times the population, 2.5 times the area, 2.5 times the total economy, except per capita income where Telangana is bigger. Maharashtra is a bigger state, so I wish our Governor a wonderful time at Maharashtra, and we are happy to support the Governor even there wherever required. Because I've been asked to be brief, I'll just quickly take 2 minutes. State of Telangana has taken an ambition plan in Telangana Rising to take the state from $200 billion to a $3 trillion economy by 2047 in a period of 22 years. We at Telangana CII are committed to make the investments, invite the industries, expand the industrial base to get to this $3 trillion economy, and we are very confident we'll get there by 2047 or maybe earlier. In that regard, this competitive and sustainable Telangana, how to make it competitive and sustainable, this conference plays an important role. To be competitive, we have to continue to be high on the ease of doing business, high on the quality of living, low on the cost of living, and inclusiveness, as our wonderful Governor Garu has indicated. With these three and many other factors that the state already holds, we're very sure Telangana will continue to be competitive. Today it's probably one of the most competitive states for various sectors, and it will continue to do that. For sustainability also, we have heard wonderful things from our beloved Governor Garu, Prakriti Devo Bhava. What better to hear from someone like our Governor to say Prakriti Devo Bhava. As long as we respect the next generation's rights on this earth and protect this earth to ensure that they have a better quality of life, we are all good enough. I would not like to name by name thank everyone, but I'd like to thank distinguished guests and the Honorable Minister on the dais, every single member in the hall here, press, media, CII, GBC, past chairman, past regional chairman, past chairman, including our beloved minister who's on the dais. Thank you all very much for being here. It's been a wonderful day, and we'll continue to deliberate on competitive and sustainable Telangana. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We will formally close the inaugural session. May I request all of you to raise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे रहे।
I would request the participants to be seated while the chief guest leaves the venue, please. Thank you, everyone. We will formally get started with the public session of CII Telangana State Annual Meeting Conference on Building a Competitive and Sustainable Telangana. May I invite Mr. R. Shivaprasad Reddy, Chairman of CII, to give his welcome address, please.
Honorable Governor of Telangana, Sri Vishnu Dev Vamagaru, and Dr. G. Vivek Venkataswamy, Honorable Minister for Labour and Employment, Training and Factories, Government of Telangana. Thomas John Muthoot, Chairman CII Southern Region and Managing Director, Muthoot Corporation Group. Mr. Krishna Bodnapu, Vice Chairman, CII Telangana and Executive Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Science Limited. Mr. Gautam Reddy Garu, Vice Chairman, CII Telangana and Vice Chairman, Sustainability Limited. Dev Yuthi, Regional Director, CII Southern Region. Members from media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. It's an honor and privilege to welcome you to the CII Telangana State Annual Meeting 2025-26 and a conference on building a competitive and sustainable Telangana. This distinguished gathering brings together eminent policy makers, industry leaders and members of the CII fraternity to reflect on the state's growth journey and deliberate on pathways for strengthening Telangana's competitiveness, sustainability and inclusive development. Here, our work was guided by the theme, building a competitive and sustainable Telangana. As you know, Telangana stands at a defining moment, supported by strong governance, a dynamic industrial base, a vibrant innovation ecosystem, and a skillful workforce. Competitiveness today requires more than rapid growth. It demands resilience, sustainability, inclusivity, and the ability to adapt to global economic shifts. Throughout the year, CI Telangana strengthened its partnership with the Government of Telangana, engaging in constructive dialogue on industrial policy, labor reform, infrastructure, skilling, and ease of doing business. Our discussions with senior policy makers and institutions, including NITI Aayog, provided valuable insights into national economic priorities and reform pathways. A key focus was ensuring that policy frameworks remain balanced, predictable, and supportive of both industry growth and workforce welfare, particularly for MSMEs and manufacturing enterprises. MSMEs remained central to our agenda through workshops, capacity building programs, and the CIA Telangana MSME Summit. We supported SMEs in improving their competitiveness, technology adoption, and access to finance. In line with the vision of balanced regional development, we expanded our engagement beyond Hyderabad, including the launch of the CI Hyderabad office, highlighting the industrial potential of emerging regions. Telangana's growing global presence was reflected in our international engagement with delegations from Australia, Brazil, Japan, Singapore, and UAE. It enabled our new leadership in trade, skills, sustainable manufacturing, and digital capability. We are also proud to support the CI Government of Telangana Leadership Roundtable at the World Economic Forum in Davos, which showcased Telangana's strengths in advanced manufacturing and innovation. Sectorial initiatives remain a strong focus area through platforms such as Formicon, the Defence and Aerospace Conclave, ESG Summit, Infra and Real Estate Summit, IT Summit, Tourism Summit, and SU Summit. We facilitated dialogue on emerging opportunities and sectorial competitiveness. Sustainability remained an integral part of our agenda through ESG workshops, learning missions, and collaboration with the CII Green Business Center. We encouraged industry to align with the global standards in energy efficiency, climate responsibility, and sustainable manufacturing. Human capital development also received strong attention through industry, academia collaborations, faculty development programs, and initiatives focused on future-ready skills. The strength of the CI Telangana lies in its members, their leadership, collaboration, and commitment to responsible growth. I sincerely thank the Honorable Ministers, senior government officials, and policy makers for their continued support and constructive engagement with CI Telangana. As we move forward, CI Telangana remains committed to working closely with government, industry, and academia to ensure that Telangana's growth remains competitive, sustainable, and inclusive. Together, we can ensure that Telangana continues to set national benchmarks in responsible and future-ready development. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Moving forward, may I request Mr. Krishna Bodanapu, past Chairman of CI Telangana, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Science Limited, to deliver his special address.
Honorable Governor of Telangana, Shri Jishnudev Verma Garu, Honorable Minister, Dr. Vivek Venkataswamy Garu, Vivekanna, the Chairman of CII Southern Region, Mr. Thomas John Muthoot, my colleagues on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are at a very exciting point in our journey, and we're in a very exciting point in the history of Telangana. I believe the last 10 years have been the golden decade for Telangana, yet the best is yet to come. And the reason why I say that is the growth in Telangana has been multifaceted. Of course, we hear a lot about technology, we hear a lot about IT, we hear a lot about GCCs and so on and so forth in Hyderabad. But what is also happening underneath the hood, so to speak, is there is significant amount of growth in Telangana in manufacturing, in logistics, in agriculture, and the country, and we're also now one of the richest large states in the country, and all this has been achieved in the last 10-15 years. So we are in a great point in our evolution, and I think really we should be fortunate to consider ourselves to be in the golden era of Telangana. Also, I think the other great thing that's been happening in the last few years is the engagement in Telangana has evolved just beyond Hyderabad. As you know, CII has started a local office in Adilabad, which is a great reflection that the growth is not just in Hyderabad, which is the anchor for the growth, but equally importantly, we are focused, so the state is focused on other areas, and I'm very proud and it's gratifying to see that CII is involved and enabling and facilitating this growth beyond just the metropolitan areas of Hyderabad. Having said that, as they say, the only constant in life is change. And the pace of change is increasing and the pace of change is becoming rapid. What was relevant yesterday is not going to be relevant tomorrow, which means that we need to build a culture of change. We need to build a culture of learning. We need to build a culture of adaptability because the world around us, the technology around us is changing rapidly. Collaboration is the key, and that is where forums like CII can really help all of us get together, the best business minds, the best policy minds, and of course, with the support of the government, get together to make sure that we are ready for the future. I'm grateful to the government for their partnership, for their support, and for the help that they give us in matters of policy, in matters of governance, and in matters of making sure that we operate in what I will personally say is one of the best business environments in the country. I believe the best is yet to come, but that depends on what we define as our future. I believe as the state of Telangana, as CII in Telangana, we're very strongly positioned to help define this future, and let's make sure that we collaborate, that we use forums like this, we use CII and other forums like this to define how we will define our future, to help write our future, because again, I want to repeat, the best is only ahead for us, and in Telangana, we should be proud that we are in a state that's only going to grow further and for sure become the most value additive state in the country. Thank you very much and look forward to a good meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Krishna. Moving forward, may I invite Thomas John Muthud, Chairman of CII Southern Region, to give his remarks.
Sri Jishnu Dev Verma, Honorable Governor of Telangana, Dr. Vivek Venkataswamy, Honorable Minister for Labour, Employment, Training and Factories, Government of Telangana, Mr. R. Shivaprasad Reddy, Chairman CII Telangana, Mr. M. Gautam Reddy, Vice Chairman CII Telangana, Mr. Dev Jyoti, Regional Director CII Southern Region, members from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. At the outset,
geopolitical realignments, supply chain innovations, technology disruptions, and financial austerity. Yet, resilience. Our growth trajectory Thomas John Muthu, Chairman CIA Southern Region, to kindly address us, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege for their leadership. CI Telangana has strengthened industry engagement, policy dialogue and partnerships with key stakeholders. Their commitment has contributed meaningfully to strengthening Telangana's industrial position. Today, the global economy is going through a period of transition. The recent escalation of conflict in the Middle East is a reminder that geopolitical tensions continue to shape global markets, supply chains, and economic stability. However, India continues to be one of the fastest growing large economies in the world. Strong domestic demand, sustained public investment, rapid digitalization, and a renewed focus on manufacturing and exports are driving this growth. Trade agreements with major economies are also opening new opportunities. As we move through 2025-26, India has emerged as the third largest economy in the world, supported by reforms, innovation, and trust. South India plays an important role in this journey. The southern states together contribute nearly one-third of India's GDP and manufacturing output. States such as Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh are among the fastest growing in the
627 members as of December 2025, with 520 new members. For your continued support. The spirit of collaboration has strengthened CI's position as a trusted heirs of CI Telangana for their continued guidance. Their vision and experience have provided initiatives undertaken by CI Telangana. The strong participation of members in regional council meetings would encourage the leadership to work closely with the government of Telangana to operationalize the proposed CI government of Telangana. Mr. D. Sridhar Babu at the Southern Regional meeting in Hyderabad last October. The institutionalizing such a platform will allow continuous engagement and
artificial intelligence, finance operations and research. The city's strong talent pool, robust IT infrastructure and stable governance continue to make Hyderabad a highly attractive destination for GCCs. CI Telangana can further strengthen this momentum by engaging GCC leaders, encouraging industry academia partnerships, strengthening skills in emerging technologies and building stronger supply chain connections with local MSMEs. I would also encourage greater engagement with CI's Center of Excellence in areas such as green business, entrepreneurship and leadership and innovation and startups. These platforms can help industries accelerate sustainability, improve operational excellence and build future-ready enterprises. I would also like to appreciate CI Telangana for expanding its activities beyond Hyderabad. The launch of the Adilabad zone is a very important step toward decentralized industrial development. Discussions on unlocking the industrial potentials of districts such as Adilabad show CI's commitment to balance regional growth. Workshops organized with the CI Center of Excellence for Leadership on Business and Financial Excellence have also helped micro and small entrepreneurs strengthen governance, improve financial management and enhance competitiveness. Balanced growth must remain a priority. Hyderabad will continue to be a strong growth engine. At the same time, we must also promote industrial development in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities of Telangana. Cities like Warangal and Nizamabad, along with other high potential districts, can become important industrial destinations. Strengthening infrastructure, improving logistics, developing sector clusters and building skill ecosystems in these regions will unlock new investment opportunities and generate employment. Expanding CI's membership across high growth sectors such as technology, life sciences, Advanced manufacturing, renewable energy and GCCs will also strengthen the CII's collective voice and impact. As we move forward, Telangana is well positioned for sustained and high quality growth. The collective efforts of industry, government,
Regional Chair Mr. John Muthod, Vice Chair Gautam Reddy Garu, Mr. Krishna, Science Vice Chairman, Mr. Dev, and dear friends, it's always a pleasure to be part of CII. When I was the president of CII, I had the opportunity of expanding CII into Andhra Pradesh and other areas, and I always recognize the kind of efforts and the great efforts CII puts in to protect the industry, to raise issues concerning the industry with the government, and to also ensure that they persuade the government to help in doing the ease of doing business. So CII plays a great role, sir, and as you rightly said, CII is also in Tripura where they are trying to develop industry. Just now His Excellency the Governor was mentioning that there is a CII office even in Tripura where they are doing work for the industry. So CII all over the country has been doing a good job, and I'm sure with the kind of leadership CII has, this responsibility will always be there and they will take the industry forward. So once again, I would like to reiterate that our Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Revanth Reddy Garu, has taken this initiative of ensuring that the state progresses properly and we reach a $1 trillion economy by 2043. So to achieve that endeavor, they are constantly in touch with the industry. We are trying to see what are the needs of the industry, and especially in my ministry, we have the skill development centers where we are setting up 65 new advanced technology centers, and we have had discussions with the CII on what kind of skill sets are required for the industry, so that these courses are introduced in our ATCs and we are able to ensure that there are skilled manpower available when the new industries are coming up. I've also instructed our department officials to be in touch with the CII group, which is taking care of the recent summit which took place. A lot of investments are coming, and people are coming into the new technology areas, and we need a lot of skilled manforce for that. So in that endeavor, we are taking steps right now to see that proper skilled manforce is available by the time the industries come up. So this is a good way how industry and the government can grow forward hand in hand. As our speakers have just mentioned, Telangana is one of the top GSDP growth states, and the endeavor to continue to be there is always there. I must inform all of you, our Chief Minister always tells us, and at the back door, saying that no matter what happens, please ensure that the growth takes place. Don't create hurdles for the industry. If at all any problems are there, please try to resolve those issues and see that the speed of what Mr. Thomas was just mentioning, not only ease of doing business is important, but the speed of doing business is important. So we'll definitely work from our government side to see that speed is always there and small hurdles are not there in the fast pace to grow forward. So once again, from the government side, I would like to make an appeal to the industry. I was earlier in the CI meeting also, I did mention, along with this growth, because of the ease of doing business, lot of responsibility has fallen on the industrialists. So now when the responsibility has fallen on the industrialists, it is our responsibility and job to see that we comply with most of the new rules the government is following. And I recently mentioned about the Sigachi incident, where there was a very good opportunity for that industry to comply with the norms of which the Chief Inspector of Factories, during the visits to the factories, they give a lot of suggestions on what best practices to do, how to safeguard the interests of the workers and the staff. So I would request all industrialists to see that their occupier who is on the board is well informed about what kind of lacunas are there in the industry, what kind of steps we can take to avoid such kind of incidences. Because I can just mention why I want to speak in this forum is just to create an awareness that in case Sigachi had followed those few guidelines which the department had given, the investment cost would not have been more than 20-30 lakhs actually. But ultimately they ended up paying more than 40-45 crores as compensation to the workers and all. So I would appeal to the industry here that please, along with the ease of doing business, please comply with all the statutory guidelines the government of India and the government of Telangana are giving, especially in view of the new labor codes which have been introduced by the government of India. There is need for all of us to analyze properly, to see how we can implement them, because whatever we have gone through and all, the cost to the industry is not much. I remember when my father was the Union Labour Minister, he wanted to introduce a pension system in the private sector. That time there was a lot of resistance from the industry, saying that no sir, the cost to the industry will be very high. But if you see in the long run now, more than 30 years have passed, this has been a good social security scheme for the workers. So we, industry also needs to come forward. We have to comply with all these statutory regulations so that it's in the interest of the industry, because once all the statutory compliances follow well, productivity will be good, profitability will be good, and you can plow back the money for the growth of the industry. So without taking much time, because once again I would like to congratulate the CII for the good work they are doing for the industry. Please keep it up, and anytime any issues are there with the government, please do not hesitate to disturb us. We are always there for you and we will work for you, and all the very best to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Minister, sir, for your eloquent remarks. May I now request Chairman CI Telangana, Mr. R. Shiv Prasad Reddy, to felicitate our chief guest, Sri Jishnu Dev Verma, Honorable Governor of Telangana, please. May I now request the chief guest of the day, Sri Jishnu Dev Verma, Honorable Governor of Telangana, to address the gathering, please.
Namaskar. On the dais, Dr. G. Vivek Venkataswamy, Honorable Minister for Labour, Employment, Training and Factories. Sri Thomas John Muthoot, Chairman CII Southern Region. Sri R. Shiva Prasad Reddy, Chairman CII Telangana. Sri M. Gautam Reddy, Vice Chairman CII Telangana. Distinguished guests, industry leaders, policy makers, members of Confederation of Indian Industry, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to participate in the CII Telangana State Annual Meeting and this conference. I commend CII for creating an important platform where government, industry, academia and innovators can collectively deliberate on the future of economic development and industrial transformation. Such platforms play a vital role in shaping forward strategies, strengthening partnership, and fostering collaboration that drives sustainable growth, innovation, and competitiveness in a rapid evolving global economy. India today stands at a defining moment in its development journey under the visionary leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister of India. Transformative initiatives are shaping the country's economic landscape. National programs such as Make in India, Digital India, and Startup India have strengthened manufacturing, accelerated digital transformation, and nurtured a vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem across the country. Our production-linked incentive schemes have further boosted domestic manufacturing, enhanced global competitiveness, and attracted significant investments into critical sectors of the economy. India's strong commitment to renewable energy expansion, green growth, and technological innovation also reflects its determination to build a resilient, sustainable, and future-ready economic framework. Within this national momentum, Telangana has emerged as one of the most progressive and dynamic states, demonstrating remarkable economic growth, policy innovation, and a thriving business ecosystem. Telangana has developed a robust infrastructure, investor-friendly policies, and an innovation-driven environment that continues to attract national and global enterprises. Hyderabad has become one of India's leading technology and innovation hubs, hosting numerous global capability centers and fostering advancements in artificial intelligence, data science, and cybersecurity. At the same time, sustained growth requires balanced regional development so that opportunities extend beyond metropolitan centers and reach emerging districts, smaller cities, and rural communities. Strategic planning that integrates urban growth, industrial expansion, agricultural development, and rural prosperity will be essential for ensuring inclusive and long-term economic progress. Equally important is the development of human capital. A strong economy ultimately depends on the creativity, knowledge, skills, and aspirations of its people. Skill development initiatives, innovation ecosystems, and entrepreneurship support will empower youth, women, and emerging entrepreneurs to actively contribute to India's growth story. Industry bodies such as CII play a crucial role by strengthening dialogue between government and industry, encouraging responsible business practices, and facilitating investment and policy engagement. As India progresses towards the vision of becoming a developed nation by 2047, states like Telangana will play a decisive role as engines of innovation, investment, and inclusive development. I am confident that the deliberations of this conference will generate valuable insights, strengthen partnerships, and contribute meaningfully to shaping a prosperous and sustainable future for Telangana and India. And before I conclude, this is going to be one of my last addresses here, as I am shifting to Maharashtra in a few days. And I must confess that I feel little like a schoolboy, a little homesick leaving Hyderabad. And I'm happy that the minister is here, and I'll be able to see him before I leave, because he was sworn on by me as the governor. And I met him also, when he was not a minister. At that time also it struck me that he was such a simple man and very, very forward-looking and very, very, a man of a lot of vision. I'm sure he will take the skill training forward. It's very important to have, skills of employability to create employment. As someone was saying a very nice thing here, that this is the golden age of Telangana, of industry, not only of Telangana but of the whole of this country, as we are marching to a FICCI Bharat. And I always feel that FICCI Bharat means a Bharat that is inclusive. And industry plays a very, very big role in that, inclusivity. And he was saying the only constant in his life or in industry or in society is change. And society, industry is a part of this society. Is a part of the civilization that we call Bharat. And that change, as we grow with the ease of doing business, with new technologies, with a lot of speed and acceleration, what will that change be? That you shall determine. And I'm happy that bodies like CII are putting a meaning to that change, trying to make it exclusive. And I remember when we were in colleges and schools and things like that, in the old days we say, and I was quite a debater, we used to debate a lot. And I used to be in the debating teams, and the topic would always be development or environment. And we would debate till the cows came home, which should be more development, and we should not think too much of environment. And some would say, we can't cut trees and make. But today we are talking about sustainable development. A development that, in its true sense, is sustainable and for the welfare of every person, for the future generations. We're not talking of, a development that is only for us or for this generation. We're looking at generations and generations to come, so they too can enjoy that development. So bodies like CIA must play a very, very pivotal role in making that development of business leaders play a very big role, I think. I met business leaders here in Hyderabad, and I kept myself very busy because I found this place very interesting. And I met many captains of industry and of businesses, and what was very touching was everyone was trying to do something for his or her village. And wherever I go back to, Northeast, or I go to Maharashtra, I will carry this forward. The people here who are, top in the pharmaceutical world, or top in IT, are nourishing the roots. And that is one way of sustainability. When you look after a tree, you have to look after its roots, though it can't be seen. Most of the industry, capital industry, are globetrotters going to, US and going to UK and going to Germany. But they are nourishing their roots. And that is the way it is. As long as you nourish your roots, the society stays healthy, you stay healthy, and your children will stay healthy. So growth, inclusive growth, is not an option. It is an urgent need to ensure existence. We speak of it as if we are creating some sort of virtue it is. We are trying to make a virtue out of a necessity, not a necessity, of an emergency. If we are to exist, we have to nourish our roots. There is no other way. And nature has taught us this. I come from the northeast, where we have a very strong bond with nature. And I used to tell a lot of people all over India that when I used to go, I was involved with a lot of bodies. I was a minister there, so I traveled around quite a bit. And I used to tell, that there was this tourism slogan, Atithi Deva Bhava. In Northeast, we have added something to it. The Atithi Deva Bhava and also Prakriti Deva Bhava. We have added something to it. So we have to realize, and you are very enlightened people, must realize that being sustainable is not something charitable work we are doing. It's not something something that we are doing just to flaunt around. It's not something that a photo op. It's a survival kit. It is for survival of our children, of our generations to come, of this nation, will it be prosperous or not. And with the, slogan of ease of doing business, let us also add the value of doing business. Let us add some values to doing business also. Because business has to be inclusive. Somehow or the other, we must reach out to if we want to become a Viksit Bharat, we cannot leave behind the last man. The man is standing on the last few steps, we cannot leave him behind and become Viksit. Because he will show that it is not Viksit. We have to take him along, take him or her along, the last man. And that's why the Prime Minister always stressed Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas, Sabka Vishwas. He is adding that word sub all the time. Something, it is some sort of a slogan, It is not a slogan. It is a reminder that what is our goal? What is our goal? It is not a slogan. Slogan is something that you do on the street with a political flag or with some other flag or with union flag. That is a slogan, and you shout, It is a reminder. There are ease of doing business. There are speed of doing business. It's all directed towards one point. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Let there be happiness everywhere. So I wish you all the best. And CIA has expanded to Northeast. I was very happy to know when I was finance minister, they had gone. And being a finance minister of a state which has no finances is very difficult. Being finance minister, I think Telangana would be a lovely thing. I used to tell them in the GST meeting. They used to tell me that you come from a very small state, but you demand a lot. I said, being a finance minister without finances is the most difficult thing. And when your purses are bulging and your bags are bulging, it's very easy. So there are challenges everywhere, and I hope CIA spreads more, adds meaning to everything it does in business, inclusive growth, sustainable growth, reaching out to the weakest. And you have a minister here who's been a part of you, who is your alumnus, and so it's an added point, and I'm very happy to see you all, and thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Honorable Governor, sir, for your very inspiring speech. May I now invite Mr. M. Gautam Reddy, Vice Chairman, CIA Telangana, to propose vote of thanks.